Hey everybody, welcome back to what's probably going to be the final episode of my playthrough of Shadow of Mordor. I might come back and do some of the DLC at some point, but not quite yet. I've got other stuff I want to work on. Let's go into it. Whoa, what happened there? That was weird. I didn't click anything.
We wish to thank you for coming to our aid, Captain.
Aye. Never realized my smuggling could be so appreciated by the Queen. Lady.
They're here.
Orcs. They make bad passengers. But I've carried worse. Lady. Keep that plank level. Oi, punch the down.
Queen Mah. It's good to see you in better health.
The boats are ready. The skippers have been briefed on your destination.
Good.
How long will those orcs obey you?
Well, I should think as long as I like. I'm in your debt.
We owe you our lives, Tony.
Just put an end to this madness.
My lady.
How many of our brothers have fallen by his sword? Did they die in vain? Or are they avenged here, at this pass? Now is the age of the Uruk-hai! Now is the doom of man!
Drown the air with Uruk cries and the earth with Uruk blood!
This is, weird. Okay. Yeah, this is really weird.
For Middle Earth!
Actually, you know what I should be doing? Let's get in the fray here. Ah, didn't work that time. Damn, they thought of that. This is really weird that I'm just showing up with all these war chiefs and they're just all gung-ho to fight. I mean, I guess they are Uruk, but I don't know, something about this feels weird and a little contrived. Defeat your nemesis. Is this supposed to be my nemesis? Was he the dude I was feuding with the most? Because I don't even remember his name. I didn't really have an... I thought my nemesis was back in the first area, actually, and I think he was a big fat dude.
You maggot! Oh, I don't die so easy, maggot, and I will have revenge!
Was my nemesis really a bow guy? Ah, I can't jump him. That's annoying. Well, we've got the numbers game now. That was lame. Here goes my nemesis.
We are at the final reckoning. The fortress of the Black Hand.
Did I get a good thing? There's a weapons and runes. I got a golden one, right? No? Thought I did. Nope, no new golden ones. Let's continue on.
This is a trap. This silence taunts us.
No, really.
Sorcery is at work here.
Are my dudes following me? I don't know. They were there for a second. Yeah, just... Oh, come on. What are you even jumping for if there's nothing to grab onto? Oh, apparently there is. Alright, what next?
I wasn't expecting you. I hope my soldiers gave you welcome.
Where are you? Show yourself! This is the work of the tower.
The Black Hand went looking for you. But it will give me great pleasure to take you myself. Bow to me. And I will deliver you to the Dark Lord, unspoiled.
We bow to no one.
The Dark Lord forgives you, Celebrimbor. Return to him and cast off this human corpse.
Stand up and fight.
There's no need, Ranger. Celebrimbor is your curse. He chose you.
Silence!
And he can release you at any time. Yes, that's all you are, Ranger. A vessel for the Ringmaker. As you wish.
Alright. Stealth drain.
What joy
Okay.
it is to fight such weakness, such pain, such a broken mind.
What if I just... Space bar for what? Stealth drain, E. E. I'm doing E. Can't? No? Yes? No, yes? Did it work? I don't know. I don't know if that worked.
Why didn't you die?
Otherwise, nah. Regardless, I very much enjoy the idea of this. There we go. He's a little bit blind though. He's a little Uruk-like. There he is. Okay, this is a little easy. Alright. We're gonna get to a battle soon, because again, I really like this idea, but 8 minutes for this? I'm kicking his ass. In fact, if you look at his health in the top right, like, phase 1 of this boss fight's a little lame so far. If he could see a lot better, then I think this would be pretty cool. Has he not learned my trick yet? He always blocks the right. You gotta block the left. Okay. Let's go to stage 2. I'm guessing next is bow, and then after that is sword, probably. Wow, that is really loud. Oh, hi. Oh, if
You will never see your family again.
it said, like, press E to kiss, hold E. thought I was gonna facepalm him with his own hand. Is he actually dead?
You said we were cursed. You deceived me.
It was Sauron's doing. This was your doing!
I should have died with my family.
I thought you wanted revenge. I can leave you. But there is only one way to close the circle. The Black Hand remains.
Not for long.
Okay. The health bar is still there.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith.
Okay, so that was like the mini boss
Now
then.
belongs to Gondor.
That's weird. They really built him up to be the final boss in that last little bit there. Although, I'll be honest, I didn't even recognize him. It's been so long since we've seen him. I think he was the guy who executed us at the beginning. I don't know. Alright. What?
None is in flames. We must return to Queen Marwen.
Okay, there is another mission.
In here, I can feel it.
Lothario.
Man, I was about to be really disappointed for a second there. Holy shit. No, there's still something left. Okay. I was gonna say, what the hell? 'Cause that would have been a fucking lame final boss battle if that was actually the final boss. Drain him 3 times, then hold E in a cutscene. I've returned to discover the Black Hand has been here before you. Okay.
I am not worth your vengeance, Father.
Now, who the hell is the final boss then?
We will be together soon. Forever.
But we took it from them.
Ag Buzun Ishi Krimpatul. It was mine to keep.
Be gone.
everyone knows we're here.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Are we gonna fight Sauron?
I am with child. Talion's child.
I was offered a post commanding the Black Gate. I intended to refuse. I shall hide you both there.
Thank you, Hollis.
Alright. I'm pumped. Weirdly long loading screens. Oh, okay.
I come for you, Lord of Gifts.
Not entirely sure where we are right now. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of recognize it.
Feel the true power of the Grave Walker!
Is it my best interest to stay on this?
It was an honor to serve under the tower. I'll mount your head on the spikes of the Black Gate for what you did to him.
Okay. I just don't know if I want to stay on this. I don't know if it's actually advantageous to me. Like, I'm doing some drive-by things here. I'm gonna end up catching my own people like that. I think I'd rather dismount and leave that to wreak havoc on its own. Use this opportunity to build up my army a bit. Start turning people to my side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta be careful with the ones who aggroed me.
You're the one who tried to save the witch's fisher folk. But you turned your back, and we made him scream.
Okay, so I gotta be careful about them ganging up on me. Oh god, they're already trying to gang up on me. Oh, I reflexively hit spacebar despite being in that cutscene thing, so I don't think they could have gotten me there. Walked right into it. That one's getting really beaten up on. Oops. Nope, that guy, there we go. Trying to finish him off. There we go. Gonna need a translation on that one.
Man-filth!
These guys are really getting their asses
Turned into
kicked.
a right bloody nuisance, aren't ya? You'll find my neck a little harder than the tower's.
I wonder how much time has passed. Man, I am wrecking these dudes. Guess I do have a good army. Man, if only I was taught branding earlier in the game. It's really powerful. I do wish this cutscene was a little faster. I mean, it's the same kill animation over and over. Not much left. Wow, that was lame. Guess at least it was faster. Man, my dudes hit hard. It's ridiculous how strong captains and war chiefs on your side are.
Fire Mountain bring doom, Doom to all men!
Do you really think you stand a chance now? Your buddies are all dead. I know I keep stunning my own dudes, but I'm still winning. That's not who I was aiming for, but okay. Game just kind of ran me over there.
Dark pain! I die now!
I don't know why I got a special one for him. Again, I don't really know any of those 5 guys I just killed. I guess I'll pick these up so they don't clutter the map. Probably not gonna use them though. I think I'm almost done the game. I would imagine next is the final battle. So they're actually putting a lot of the
finish as it started, with shadow and flame falling on the Black Gate. The hammer and the tower are dead. Sauron is still weak. Without the power of the One Ring or the Ringmaker, he cannot take form. He will be trapped within Mordor, no more than an eye of flame bound to his dark tower.
And at last I can die, and none will avenge me.
Anyway, yeah, they've got a lot of mini-bosses leading up to the final battle. But they had the tower and then this whole thing. I do still think that the idea for the towers fight was really cool, but the actual fight itself was pretty lame. I mean, it was really, really easy. You just kind of brand him a few times. He's just as blind as any other orc. I feel like it's kind of wasting my time a little bit here.
I have a gift for you, Celebrimbor.
That whole ring thing. Did he use force pull, or was that incredibly convenient?
The Dark Lord gave you a second chance to stand by his side. Now I give you no choice. We shall be sealed together in death.
So be it.
Return to me.
Mortal again. Really? Quick time event. How the hell am I gonna fight this guy if my throat is slit?
Strike out on him! I cannot hold it for much longer!
How am I gonna have a boss fight with him if, my throat is slick? I don't even know how I'm moving right now. I've reverted back to how I was as a human, right? At least that's how I interpreted that.
Talion, my heart. We will be together soon.
What? Was that it?
Sauron is dead. The Hither Shore is calling us. This is no longer our battle. I tried fighting you. It can't be done.
Is that... Did I seriously just kill him? I thought I was breaking his armor.
Could you really rest for all of eternity, knowing that you had the chance to stop him, but did nothing? The time has come for a new ring.
Oh, fuck off. Really? Man, I need to stop playing AAA games. What the hell was that? The final boss was a game of Simon. And not even a hard game of Simon. That wasn't even as hard as the game of Simon that they constantly had in Resident Evil 4. You know, they had entire fight scenes in that game that was just quick time events. Wow. I'm trying to gather my thoughts right now on this game, because I like to say my final thoughts over the credit sequence, but that was a letdown. I guess I'll just repeat the thing I've been saying the entire time of I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to record for the most part. It had a lot of little bugs that really brought it down. And when they inevitably make a sequel, I really hope they clean that stuff up. Because none of that's been patched. The game's quite old now and it has not been patched at all. At least, if any patches have come out, it hasn't fixed any of the stuff I'm talking about. Because by the time I started playing the game, no more patches had come out since. So yeah, none of that's been fixed. I've had all kinds of problems there. The general consensus I've heard from people online about this game is basically the same thing I just said, of that it has a lot of little problems, but overall it's really fun and they'd love to see a sequel that fixes those problems. Man, that ending blew. I mean, the story parts of the ending were okay, I guess, but like, during that quick time event, I thought I was like breaking off his armor and then I was gonna have a fight with him. God, that sucked. Sorry, I'm kind of at a loss for words. What the hell was that? And these are some slow credits, too. You know these are gonna go on for 20 minutes or something. And I'm starving. And I don't like to skip credits. But I'm tempted. After that fucking ending. Jesus, that really took the wind out of my sails. I feel drained and tired now. I feel drained and there wasn't even a ying sound effect. Fuck. Did they do focus groups on this game for the ending? Probably not. They probably wouldn't want to risk getting spoiled. I'm gonna have to go around and ask if other people thought that the ending was shit. But I get the feeling a lot of people probably didn't like that. I mean, I'm trying to think of when I've ever liked QuickTime events in video games. Just, if you want to show me a cutscene, show me a fucking cutscene. But give me actual gameplay, not a game of Simon. It's just, thing shows up on screen, click it. I guess they varied it up a little bit by having the move the mouse into place, then hit a thing. They did a good job of making it some kind of game mechanic out of games of Simon. I almost never like QuickTime events like that in games. I think it's really stupid, cheap, and lazy. Is literally, like, I called a game of Simon because it is a game of Simon. At least they did a little bit to vary it up with this. I was okay with that being the last chance system. I thought it worked okay. But that is the final boss battle. No, that is lazy. This is a AAA title. Give us a real ending. Let us fight and have a unique boss battle. Do something unique for the ending. Ah, God, so many AAA games now, for the ending, they just give you either a cutscene, or, like, no boss battle, or is just a large wave of regular enemies. Ah. Seriously, though, I need to stop playing AAA games. I don't even play them that much anymore, but whenever I get one, I'm always told it's really, really good, and then I play it. And yeah, the most I can ever say is it has good moments. This is the best AAA game I've played in a while. And you can hear how disappointed I am right now with that. Oh, God. What the fuck? Just why? Production babies. Spawn of Mordor, production babies. What stupid names? Did someone really name their fucking baby Baby Boy? Wow, there's some bad names in there. Oh my god. So, yeah, I gotta play more indie games. I'm telling you, I know I mostly in my free time play indie games because they've got a way better track record and they're way cheaper. I can pop in RimWorld, that's fun. Wow, that got loud. RimWorld is awesome. God, there's so many indie games that I still need to play. I need to play more indie games. Dear God. I think that's all I've got to say. I don't really have anything else to say. The ending sucked. The story overall was interesting. Talion took a weird turn in his character near the end. I feel like I was missing some of the impact of this because I haven't seen the movies or read the books. Which is weird, because I think the story did a really good job. For the majority of it, the story did a really good job of being self-contained, where I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that you would love if you saw the movies or read the books, but it's also good for someone who hasn't. They make it accessible, you know? In some ways, they may have made it a little too accessible in that this was normal difficulty I was playing on. I don't even remember if there were difficulty settings, but regardless, this was a normal difficulty that I was on, and they made a lot of things a little too dumbed down. But there were also parts that were really, really difficult, and I think that with a talented enough player, you can make your way through it. So there is a depth of... There's a difficulty depth there, and I really appreciate that in video games, because it's one of those things where a lot of AAA games now, they don't like to have that depth in difficulty in terms of player skill. You know, they just make the different difficulty settings, and it's usually normal mode is normal mode, hard mode is if you're really into the gameplay, and easy mode is if you don't game, maybe you don't game too much or you're more interested in the story, but you really want to experience the whole story. I really like that system. I'm an old school gamer, more so than a new school gamer by a large margin. You know, I grew up on the NES, and I go back and play NES games a lot, and I go back and play old PC games a lot. I play Fallout and Fallout 2 again every year. I play a lot of harder games, and I really, really like that. when I was growing up, a lot of people weren't getting into video games because they were really hard. And I can understand why a lot of games now want to make it a lot more accessible, and I'm happy with it being more accessible because that means more people are playing and experiencing video games. I think that's really cool and awesome. That's why I always find it a little bit elitist when people are like, oh, they're dumbing down games and blah blah blah. They're dumbing down games in a lot of ways, but the way that they dumb down games that I have no issue with, that I don't understand why some people have an issue with, is the whole have difficulty settings that are clear at the beginning, and make easy mode really easy. Make there an easy mode that is specifically for people who don't really play video games or really just are in it for the story. Have that be an option, absolutely. Because there's no downside to that. If you play games like me and you have basically your whole life, you just don't pick easy mode if you don't want to do easy mode. You've got the choice, and I appreciate that. What I don't like is when they just dumb down the whole thing, or when they make the difficulty differences just like bullet sponge, enemies take more hits and there's no actual like effort put into that. I don't like that. I like when there are legitimate differences. In fact, weirdly enough, a game that kind of went above and beyond in making their difficulty differences was Silent Hill 2. I don't remember if 1 did it to this degree. But Silent Hill 2, you could pick the difficulty of both the gameplay and the puzzles. They had separate difficulty sliders. I thought that was a really, really cool idea. And it would legitimately, they'd rewrite puzzles to make it more or less difficult for different difficulties of puzzle difficulty. That was a really good way of making the game accessible without dumbing the game down. If you catch my drift, like, you could claim it's dumbing it down when you lower the puzzle difficulty. You could claim it's quite literally dumbing it down, in fact, because it's making the puzzles easier, or dumber, you could say. But really, I do just see that as different. I look at that as different difficulty levels. Some people are really good at the gameplay and bad at puzzles, or bad at puzzles and good at the gameplay. Some people don't like the puzzles, and they just want that to be done and over with. You got different kinds of gamers and everything, and I don't think changing the difficulty sliders on that changes the overall feel of the game too much and the experience you have too much. And it also gives you replayability. Maybe you want to go back through and try it on a harder puzzle difficulty or something. I think that's just straight up a good thing when they did that with Silent Hill 2. Yeah, so I'm not even just one of those guys who are just straight up opposed to games being more accessible. This was kind of lazy accessible in certain ways. Boss battles where they teach you every little thing you have to do, and there's no real effort in it. And that game assignment near the end is literally just click the key that shows up on screen. It's Mario teaches typing. So lame. God, that's what I should call it from now on. Fuck calling it Simon, it's Mario teaches typing. These credits have been going on for so long. The microphone might even be picking up my growling stomach at this point. But I'm this far in, I can't really skip the credits now, can I? You know, it's the worst games where they loop the credits. I don't think this is gonna do that, though. So, yeah, overall, I enjoyed the game overall, but it had a lot of problems and the ending completely sucked. I'm kind of putting second thoughts into coming back to play the DLC now because of that. Maybe I will at some point, maybe I won't, I don't know. I kinda just want to go play some indie games now. Indie games or small studios, anything like that. Yay. Congratulations! Yeah, I think that's it for this playthrough. Thank you, everybody, very much for sticking with me through this whole journey. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, have a nice day.